Hey Alex, welcome. Yeah, it's two after midnight. I guess it's morning. Can't sleep anyway, so figured might as well stream this. But this is not going for you to YouTube, most likely. But feel free to hang out. Nothing too interesting. Just gonna work on the scenario. There's still a lot of things to do. Yeah, well, I had that for past 3 days. So my sleep's been really bad. I want to play some Tia, but it's too late for that. No one would really show up for that of the people who watch the first one. Most likely. So like, preferably the people who watch the first part really want to follow up if they wish. Sure, this time, probably not. Yeah, I mean, it's... I'm not sure, do you play Age of Empires 2? I'm not sure if you talked about it. It's kinda a little bit similar to the Dwarven Expedition, which I made before. You don't play it, okay. It's a little bit hard to explain. Okay. Well, it's not like a normal game. I'm probably gonna go over the basics if this VOD makes it so that, you know, whoever might want to watch it might get an idea what this actually is. And so maybe like a test game at first could be good. Because like that's the other part from design perspective. I also need to play it in order to discover a lot of the bugs. I have some testers, but they don't know what is a bug and what's not. So a lot of times they don't even report something. So you know, I play this several times per day and then kind of iterate on whatever I find out or whatever ideas I get. But today I've only played it once. So I had quite enough after Caesar, that was a long stream. Thanks. In the end, it was okay. Okay, as any custom maps are, like it's an enormous map with only food imports. The one I did for a Conquered without any local food had local resources, and it also was a small map, relatively speaking. So the trade was actually quite a bit faster. Here it's pain because of how the distance works. They can be, yes, but this one's probably the hardest of them. And part of it is definitely the start. I don't like the start. The start without any roads is not good. And then it kind of opens up and a lot of the things, the events are good. But as I mentioned before, I feel like maybe a little bit of the synergy is missing. You couldn't finish it. Yeah, I think you helped him test it as well. And he told me you screamed at the start. I don't blame you. You've seen my reaction to it. The early game on that map is oh please God no, stop, never again, and then oh I have to restart because I fucked up. Yeah, no, not good. I don't blame you. I mean, I would be very surprised if, like, vast majority of people didn't have a heart attack from playing that, but then again, I'm sure some people will love it, and, you know, it's okay that there are maps like this, but the no roads thing, if it wasn't there, I think the map would be better. Like, it's actually taking away from the map. by that early stage, and I was like, oh, it's kind of cool, but it's just not good. Just let people build roads. What's the big deal? You know, it's I don't like that, but it's probably good that it's possible to do. Didn't enjoy it though. Yep. Because it goes against everything that's natural for a player, and like usually with caveats or like, you know, how do you call that, gimmicks, you don't want to necessarily go full on, you know, the fair buy on it. Just it's good to have something a little bit different, but sometimes it can go too far. And again, me and other people have thought about making a map without roads before. It has never been done, for a good reason. It's just not a good idea. I don't think. As I said, the early part, I think the map would be better without that. Alright, I'm gonna get myself some tea. Yeah, I mean, again, once you get past that famine event, it's fine. As it was before, which I'm sure you played the early version, the famine was absolutely brutal. And it had no synergy. It basically punished you for trying to survive the map as intended, and then thereby changed it to the version that it's now, where you can go ahead and survive without major issues, because the oil prices are better. So that's alright. I think that made the map more approachable. I can still die to death though, I did before. Yeah, that's Star Wars. It ties in together with the other stuff, but I think I managed it fast this time, because before the famine hit I was already having a lot of things set up. 2 blocks and such, so that helped. In any case, I'll be right back. We'll be starting soon. Alex says, I'm gonna grab a beer. Okay, no problem. The tea will take a little bit to cool off. Alright, set this up. Steam Whistle Pilsner made in Toronto. Okay. Sounds really good. Alright. Well, I'm in the way of the minimap, which isn't necessarily the greatest thing in the universe. Let's put myself here. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out. Hopefully I'm not gonna block anything too important. Now, Age of Empires 2 editor does not have music, so in order for me to have something, I might run some royalty-free stuff in the background. So what do we do first? Do I explain it or do I play it to show you? I don't know what would be best, but this is a scenario. It is an Autobattler, meaning that it aims to minimize economic and military micro, but still facilitate big fights while offering a unique experience with triggers. It currently has 300 triggers in it. It's marked as necessary. It features a rudimentary AI. It has around 25 triggers that aim to direct the AI towards what it's supposed to be doing, but it's basically cheating. The AI is cheating, that is. It tries to match what you are doing, but it often does it with cheats. aka it will go ahead and just research technologies or spawn stuff in when you reach certain thresholds. The goal of the scenario is to be PvP eventually, and that's why the triggers are doubled up. So in any situation where we have an event happen, we would have already duplicate events set up so that player 2 can be controlled by a human and they will actually be able to do the same things as player 1. So in the near future, this is gonna become a PvP scenario. For now, it is still being designed, it's 3 days old, and we had some testers on it. We made some changes every day. Basically, I add a bunch of stuff, and so eventually it's gonna be PvP. I also want to make a better AI for it, not just to cheat, but hopefully to make the AI actually do it physically. But it's really hard when you have so many mechanics that are custom made and don't necessarily translate to how normal game of Age of Empires 2 plays. As you start with a town center, but you don't start with you cannot create more villagers. You get them from events. This base layout, I will explain everything as we go. There's also a supply system. So like, okay, let's talk a little bit about it from the basics. So bases, this is a base of player 1. This is inaccessible, blocked off by cliffs. And that's where your buildings go, okay? This is base of player 2, it's exactly mirrored. And again, can't really get out of here. How you can get out of here is these 3 places you can send units to in order for them to spawn here and then transfer their control to another player, which is supposed to be another AI that just is there to control the units. And so you give it to your army, and then the army is gonna take those units and try to attack. There are bandits on the map, which are the green guys. If you smash their stuff, you get some resources, and then towards the middle you meet these lanes. So we have bottom, middle, and top lanes, and both players can send units to specific lanes, right? When you create units here, you can send them to the lanes. Sometimes you can get upgrades. There is also King Shop. That will start spawning units for free, basically, once you purchase the upgrade, and so it's gonna result in more bigger battles, but for the most part, it's about controlling where to put your units. When units spawn in here, they'll attack move this way, and then the map itself, as I said, these are 3 lanes, and you also have castles on each end. When these castles get destroyed, the player who destroys the castles of the other team wins. The map itself is also divided into segments, which are marked by roads and loot piles. These segments mark areas that if a caravan, which is the donkey, each player starts with a donkey and one on the battlefield as well later, you can send him in, and when he is within a segment, that segment will generate some extra resources for you. And so it emphasizes putting the caravans on the map. You can create them from the town center, and town center does not create villagers, as I said. And so another part of that, the caravan actually provides supply, and so any units within a segment that has a donkey in it, or the caravan in it, will be slowly healed over time. If a segment does not have a donkey in it, and there are units in that segment, they will take attrition. So they'll slowly lose HP over time. And so you should keep your army supplied, and you also get resources from that. But of course, they need to be protected. If you send them in, AI controls the donkey, it just tries to advance it, and then it gets killed. You need to support it with units. But they are not very expensive, and you can just kind of mass produce them. You oftentimes will then later grab and upgrade it, create some caravans for you. As you advance, the battlefield changes a little bit, the segments change. In total there are 4 segments, each player has 2, basically, up until middle, which the middle is the most defended by bandits, and once this is cleared out, both players basically meet, and then it's a fight between players, as opposed to between, you and the bandits, for the most part. You can also create a monastery and some siege workshops for direct control later, with an event. But for the most part, it's about the auto-battling, right? Also, I remembered something that I need to fix, and that is some A moves, which I noticed on my earlier test today. So let's go ahead and create a new attack move. And where was this? Need to remember. I think it was along the edge here. So I'm gonna just say if there is anyone here, they'll A move towards this part. Then also we had another bug, and that was stuck units before the hill, I believe. Somewhere along here. Maybe it was a bit further. I actually don't remember exactly. That's why I should do fixes immediately after playing it. I just kind of forgot. So let's just try to put it there. And then player 2 also had a bug, and I wish I remembered exactly where it was. I'm just gonna try to fix it. I know that there were a couple of stuck units, and that's not really great. So let's go ahead and do it here. I think it might have been here, but I could also be wrong. If we notice anything like that, we need to try and fix it. I'm gonna try to slap down another A move around here. If I didn't catch anything. Okay. Now, I mentioned some of the stuff. I'll talk about the resource production once we actually play it. There is this area, which this is a minigame area. There are 3 minigames in total for now, and you compete with the other player or the AI for who wins. And both players do get rewarded for playing the minigame, but the one who wins gets more. And the rewards can vary in what they are. There are scouting mechanics or spy mechanics. You get spies over time, and you can use to spend them in these areas. These will tell you what they do. It's either scouting enemy lanes, or you can use it to steal enemy resources, or you can use the spies to offset some of the attrition from the supply, or lack thereof. You can also use the spies to nuke. If enemy is sieging your castles, you're gonna use a lot of spies to trigger one-time nuke, which is gonna just destroy any enemies sieging your castle. But it's expensive. You can also sabotage supply. You can use 3 spies to eliminate enemy supply caravans from 2 segments that are on their side of the map. So it's gonna interrupt their reinforcements. Also, you can use spies to trigger traps in the middle, and any units passing through will get damaged, even your units. And it lasts for a period of time, then it goes away. Something you could do to, again, interrupt in reinforcements if you're getting overwhelmed. There's a king shop. For 10,000 gold you can get a king, and then these are advanced upgrades, which a lot of them deal with unit spawning. Also, resource management. Okay, so lumber camps, mills, and mining camps built within specific locations. If you read the palisades, you click on them, it's gonna tell you that this is a site for mills, this is a site for mining camps, this is a site for lumber camps. If you build these buildings here, it's gonna generate more and more resources, but they are expensive. Building costs and things and technologies have been changed. A lot of technologies now give you flat-out income. This is a marketplace, and it's another mechanic. You can produce merchants from your town center. If you put merchants into marketplace, you generate some income at the expense of stone. Hey Mario, welcome. Oh yeah, I mean, you can quite clearly see I am awake, I think. So that way you can generate some income, but it costs stone, so that's kind of a balancing act because there's a lot of stone late and mid game, so that's why. You also have, if you build specific buildings like a market, this is gonna tell you if you click on this. It's gonna give you extra income. If you build a blacksmith here, it's gonna spawn extra free units for you each cycle, you know, after a little while. And that's gonna repeat. There are some upgrades here. If you read this, it's gonna tell you everything. There are also instructions in the scenario itself. So the instructions are here and hints. And this is gonna basically explain everything, also scouts. So these things are there. I'm gonna just save it because we did some changes. And yeah, I mean, we can just give it a shot. I might die. The AI is quite powerful because, again, it cheats, so I made it like that, because programming it to actually deal with all these mechanics, as you might imagine, is a bit of a problem. The AI can totally handle that. So instead, I use triggers to create certain units or grant it a research according to how the player has progressed. Alright. Shall give it a test, shall we? I think I talked enough about it. Hopefully it becomes more clear as we play it. So drop a save and I'm gonna disable the music for a bit. Let's get a test going. Alright, so first let's send some villas up. Send some resource harvesting, but we can't actually make more. Research this. This gives us increased rations. Militia gets 20 HP when it's low region. That helps to offset any attrition you might suffer. I need to consider what to build first. We want to build a lumber camp, which is, it also tells you, generates wood if placed in lumber area. This is a lumber area. Let's go ahead and build one. It costs much more than normal, 400 stone, 400 gold, and it's gonna generate us some money. Now, we researched this. We send our caravan in to the bottom lane, because we started with one and it's already heading this way. And it is generating us money because it's within the zone. But we send in another one, and then we send these militia in. We also get mercenaries. Some free units joined. So let's just put them here, create a couple more. And then I could do a merchant, we'll see. Let's see, I want a mining camp to generate some stone and gold. So let's put one down. I could do with less villagers building this, because I won't have enough resources to keep building. And we have a skirmish. This is the first minigame. On the right side you can see the time between minigames. It actually was there at the start. So this is a skirmish. Whoever player wins get more resources. And yeah, the AI has an army, we have an army. Just need to fight it out. I'm gonna target their range units, just let it fight it out. We did get, let's send these guys in. We want a caravan, spawn it into the lanes. And so when we look, our units, when we send them here, they actually get controlled by the AI and it's attacking the bandits, right? So they killed some of the enemies and now they are smashing this. If they smash the tents, we get some extra stuff. And we got a reward for winning that skirmish. So we got some livestock and we got a villager. So let's put a villager here. Make a mill. There are upgrades, but you need to be in feudalage for most of them. These are very expensive for now, so we will not be picking that up. I'm gonna start researching this. This is animal husbandry. It takes a very long time, but it's free. What's gonna happen after it's done is you will get sheep over time, so that you can keep your villagers busy later. Some of our guys are kind of spread out. I also don't know where our donkeys are. One of them is here, one of them is here. Okay, so they are generating money because they are here. So that's all good. And they are keeping our guys supplied, so that's the most important part. So that's looking good. So we are researching this. Let's check our villager. We can build another lumber camp, so I will do that to boost our resource income. We don't have any merchants yet because I'm busy doing this. That's fine. What we need the most now, let's take a look. I don't think we need that many on stone. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a problem. Let's go ahead and switch these. We received some trees here as a reward. We need to get rid of that. Otherwise the next reward could spawn on top of it and we would not be able to use it. Also we got more mercenaries. Let's keep them here. The units benefit from upgrades you get here, but once you send them to the battlefield, they are stuck with whatever they got before they arrived. And it seems like this one is stuck, but it's only stuck because it sees the enemy units and doesn't want to advance. Actually, I think this might be an area I forgot to attack and attack trigger. I think it is. Okay, so now I explained the basics, let's go back and fix that as well. Whenever it's early and I find a bug, I just go ahead and immediately restart because that's how it needs to go. So let's go ahead and add an A move. Let's go ahead and pick it. I think the area was here. Let's go ahead and solve that and give it a location to attack. Here, we don't want any units stuck. In this instance, it was actually beneficial because that caravan would then stay here forever, just keep generating us income, and that's not good. You want them to keep moving, so you have to invest into them, or keep investing into them, okay? So now we can save the scenario. We fixed the bug. Let's go ahead and test it again and again. Send some bills up, put some bills on stone, select a research, get the extra rations, get this going, get a lumber camp. That's usually the first thing to boost. Might want to send a donkey in soon-ish. Depends, what does this one do? It is hugging the side, which is rather good for us. Okay, we have the upgrade for the militia, so let's send them in. And I'm gonna keep this donkey here for now. Put these two on wood. I'm gonna see what I want to build next. Mining camp. Got some militia. Let's go ahead and put them here. I want to create a couple if we have the food. We need 60, so let's go ahead and make one. Okay, this donkey is getting attacked already, so let's send in another one to keep the supply going. Oh yeah, make a merchant for the marketplace, then we'll queue up. I might need another caravan after, I will see. Let's put the militia on this line to attack the bandits, put everyone together in the skirmish. Take the position on the hill, just take that fight. Just let it happen, it's fine. I think we win that. Now let's go ahead and make a mill. Boost income. Oh yeah, make a donkey. We made that merchant. You can have up to 10 merchants at the start that will generate stuff for you. When they are stationed in the marketplace, put this here. All the villagers need to focus on getting wood. We got a free will from that event. We won the minigame. When you win a minigame, this all gets deleted, so just so you know. We are attacking the bandits, which is good. We just want to check out, yeah, the caravans walking forward again, which could be a problem soon, so let's send in another one. And I want to make a new one, and then we'll do the research for the animal husbandry, so we can get the sheep. We don't have enough resources for this. I could make another mill soon, but what I would really want is the lumber camp. But it's too expensive, so we might just stick with the mill instead. We just need to get rid of these trees quickly so that we can get a reward from the next minigame. We could create soldiers, but I don't think we want to at the moment. Everything's looking fine. This caravan is retreating. It is slowly healing because it's a caravan, but the crossbowman is doing a lot to it. Okay. I think we just kill him. The militia is pretty awful at fighting, but we did boost it with the upgrade, so... This is keeping supplies flowing, which is nice. There's also a bandit captain. Should kill him, there's some reward. Some mercs have arrived again. Okay, let's take a look. Oh yeah, don't care. Let's put it here. I might want to increase supply later. Make a mining camp. I would like a lumber camp, but it's a bit expensive at the moment. If you want feudal age, we need 1200 food. If we want to keep these here for now, this is all well and good. I could send them, if I see the captain here on this side, sending them to the left could actually be useful. Might make a couple more. Try to take him out. Yeah, that's gonna take a while, that's fine. We already are done with the trees, almost. Make sure we focus on this one. We make... I want a lumber camp, so we'll have to wait for the stone. Just put him here. Just gonna wait for it. We took all the wood. Let's go ahead and start mining some stone. We have almost another minigame, so let's send in the troops. We want to send them to the left. Also, let's check the supply caravans. This one is still providing it, so no reason to worry. So we send in the troops. They'll get attack moved soon. There you go. So they'll help take out the captain. Okay, minigame. So we got a shepherd dispute. We need to gather 12 sheep before the enemy does. So any sheep we capture, we put to the sides. We don't want the enemy to capture them. Just keep moving. Just put up some orders, and I'm gonna just leave them to it. And let's go ahead and get a lumber camp over here. We could get a baker's oven. Research, increase food income, and spends wood at 2-to-1 ratio. We might not want that necessarily. Okay, we won the minigame. Good. Let's take this ville. Put it here. Bunch of sheep. It's all good. We could advance. I'm not gonna advance yet. I'm gonna create a new caravan. Put this one on the field. Let's put this guy and research this. Reinforcements. We get some free militia every now and again for this. So we need 1200 food and 800 gold, which we do have, and we get a scout or a spy. Okay, so now this is a flame, meaning that we've researched this thing, and now we get some units for free. You will see them spawn in every now and again, which will help overall fight the lanes. We got a spy. Spies help. You can use spies. 2 spies will steal some resources. You lose the spies as you use them. Steal some resources from the enemy, or you can use 3 spies to sabotage enemy supply caravans. You can use 1 spy to temporarily increase vision to see what the enemy is doing. Things like that. For now we have 1. I'm just gonna keep him. We get this animal husbandry upgrade. We are looking to get 1200 resources to advance. I'm gonna make a lumber camp first. This guy, oh yeah, I should focus on clearing out some of these resources first. Let's go ahead and do it. Because if we don't, well, we need to do it, because, again, eventually we will have another minigame and these reward slots could get filled up, which we don't want to lose out on any income. I'm not gonna create more soldiers right now. Now we got the free cycle. You see the units. So they are being created. See how they are advancing. So this is gonna provide us with some units. And as long as we keep a supply caravan going, we should actually be pretty good. This supply caravan actually reached this point, but it's gonna get killed soon. Let's send another one in. I want another one before we advance. So it's always handy to keep one on hand. When you see your units are running out of supply, just send it in. You need to consider what to get. I need to get something that doesn't cost food. Just make a mill. Because we want to save up food now for that age up. We could put another merchant in. Let's go ahead and do it before we advance. It doesn't cost food, so that's alright. Let's check this. Okay, we did kill the captain, I think. Now we are smashing this tent. It's gonna give us a reward when we destroy it. This caravan is advancing. I should send in another one soon. Before it runs out, so we get that income flowing. Another caravan. Go to merchant. Going to the marketplace. Might as well make another one, then we'll advance. Keep this handy. I want to focus on the bottom lane. So usually that's where the AI puts most of its troops. We got an idol. Where is it? Here. Let's get... No, I can't do a mining camp because it's too expensive. It would cost food. Okay, let's get the field age upgrade for 1200 and let's take a look. We want a house because these merchants, they do cost 5 population. I didn't mention that, but that's kind of why pop management is a little bit different in this. Let's put this merchant there. Now let's make some militia just to have something ready. We need to destroy this mining camp, or this gold site. It is rather important. Food is great, but we need to get rid of this. We got a free merchant from smashing that tent. Free merchant and a supply caravan. So let's send this one in. Keep this one handy. Make a couple more militia. And keep our people going. You can't make more villas. So there's no reason to rush that. Now we could consider spending some of our resources to grab one of these upgrades. This costs 750. Treadmill crane, which would boost our wood income. This will boost food income at the expense of wood. So let's go ahead and pick it up. We are fighting over the next outpost, which is alright. Just keep it going. We need a new supply caravan soon. Got one ready, let's send it in. We want to make another. And then we want to research this. Logistical upgrades. Makes caravan cheaper. Have them have plus extra 100 HP and armor. Some armor, which is good. We want to build a market in the designated spot because it's gonna boost our income. We want to go ahead and see if we can pick up any of these upgrades. They're rather expensive, but they do boost income. We could get more stone. Clearly that's what we want. Also building more income buildings would be nice. We received a free villager, so did the AI. Okay, let's put this guy... There's gonna be a minigame soon. Should really be rather careful. Also spies, we still have one. So it's alright. Send in the caravan before I forget. Get the militia upgrade. Another caravan. Okay, siege duel. That's an event. Almost got destroyed. We won, good. So we got a reward, got some trees, got some sheep. We also got a spy, I believe, from that. Just put the sheep in. Keep sending caravans in. We have man-at-arms. What I need is a blacksmith. Because blacksmith upgrades are free, but they take forever. It is rather expensive though, I don't have the resources for it. So first we might actually have to invest into some stuff. I need wood. So getting a lumber camp would be nice, but we don't have the stone for it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get a mining camp instead. I feel like I'm not having enough resources. Might have mismanaged a little bit. A lot of bandit troops here, which is a bit of a problem. As long as we keep sending caravans in, we should be boosting our income. At least a bit, which is good. Yeah, grab this wood upgrade. Send this caravan in, prepare another one. Couple of man-at-arms probably wouldn't hurt. I really want that blacksmith. I could also use the market. We do have gold, but saving gold is really important for later. That's why I didn't want to spend it necessarily. We need 500 stone. Almost there. Could boost our gold production, but it's really expensive. Don't really want to do that yet. Let's get the blacksmith. It does give us some free units, so it's always worth getting that. Let's check the supply. Currently don't really make many units, so only thing we really care about with the caravans is that we keep them in this one segment to keep generating some resources. Supply itself doesn't really matter. We're making a nice little squad, but I'm not gonna send them in yet. I could make a couple of spearmen, because there are some knights, which could be a problem. 750 food for that upgrade, I would like it. I would also like to boost... Let's see. I can't create any of this yet, which is a bit unfortunate. I might buy some wood. Farms? Or what do we need to boost? I would actually like the lumber camp, but it's too expensive. So mining camp it is. We made a blacksmith that gives us extra units. Put this guy to work. Start making something. You see it takes forever. I want to start with, yeah, let's focus on cavalry. So let's do barding armor and forging. For now we have infantry, but that's because, well, we only have a barracks. So if I want to build a stable, it's gonna be rather expensive. They are a bit more costly than normal, the buildings. But we should also be getting extra units from the blacksmith. Yeah, we are. These are the friends we are getting for free, so just let them grind it out for now. And I think we will send a squad in soon-ish. These people have upgrades. The bandits do have +1, so that's a bit unfortunate. We also need to keep the caravans flowing, which I haven't been doing consistently. Let's make a couple of caravans. If we have any resources, we should make more income. Also, okay, I'm housed. So let's go ahead and deploy these units. Put a donkey in. Researching that. Looks like these upgrades are all picked up, which is important. We could use another house. Houses are also more expensive, as everything is in this scenario, so let's make it. We could also go ahead, maybe we instead get a stable. Because we are Slavs. Slavs give +5 pop space for each military building, so that can help. Caravan and then make some merchants. Oh, some merchants, I'm almost broke. Go ahead and make a mining camp again. You want to fill these slots out relatively quickly. Okay, any merchants we make, I'm gonna send them to the marketplace. You can benefit from up to 10. We also could get a trading card which generates a bit of stone, but it is 3 pop space it takes. Let's make sure we send in a donkey, some friends, and I will still build a house. Alright. So yeah, this fight, I mean, it didn't go particularly great, but we did win it, so that's important. As long as we break these bandits, it's alright, and we've basically destroyed most of their defenders, so as long as we keep going, I think it's fine. I'm gonna just auto-create some units and rally them here. I want to check out my supply. There is a donkey right here, so we can wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna put him here and then move him there with a delay. Forging almost done. We have a stable. Let's get bloodlines. Get another stable. Have this. Let's get a mining camp. Another trade cart. Housed again. Let's do this. Might want another donkey ready for supply. It's the merchants, they take 5 pops, so it's unfortunate. You do have 8 of them, so we need to be careful. Any more than 10 and we won't benefit anymore. You can almost make another. Can't really make more things. We need to wait. How about supply? I should check that. Supply is not good. I don't know where the donkey is, but we are starving. Send him in. Create a couple more. Let's see. Another mining camp, sure. We are stockpiling some gold. When we get 10,000, we get the king. Don't forget that. Okay, this opened up. That's a passage to place. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of spies. Okay, so we can do something. I could sabotage the enemy supply lines, which could be kind of useful. I'll do it. And then we'll scout them. Sabotage enemy supply lines, and we get to see what they are doing. And they are starving. You see that we've destroyed their supply wagons. That's good. The bandits are fighting them, so they still haven't broken through. They're making man-at-arms, spearmen, skirmishers, okay. Good. We want to go for cavalry, so let's go ahead and control group that. Get another stable going. We want a merchant for this, and then whenever we have extra time and space, make that. This dude needs to make another mill. I would like a lumber camp. Okay, forward camps destroyed. Both players receive 1500 food. Oh, we were completely starving in here. Not doing particularly great job with this. Keeping our boys stocked up. It's a problem. Later on, there's a way to manage it better. For now, it's kind of rudimentary. We need to make it, you know, keep an eye out whenever there's no donkey in a segment, just send in another one. Which currently there's one being walked in here. But, you know, it's not the end of the world if they suffer a bit of attrition, they can recover in the next segment if there's a supply wagon there. So our boys are coming. There's still enemies here, so we'll actually help the AI by clearing this out a little. That's not very good. Okay, Castle Age. Let's go to Castle Age. How are we looking on people? We've got 9 merchants. Let's get a cart. You want a lumber camp? Go ahead and do it. You're almost done with this research. I might pick up fletching as well. Or actually, I'm using infantry anyway, a lot of the time, as like stopgap measure or whatever. So let's do that. And let's get another stable. Yeah. Send in another supply. I should have kept more. Make another farm. Spies. We don't have any spies. I think by us sabotaging the enemy, you see also this cools down, like, and eventually you lose the vision you get from that spy effect. We have a supply here, we have a supply here, but we will lose it relatively soon, so let's make another donkey immediately after that, put him here. And we need to be careful. A lot of the upgrades in the next stage are very expensive, but we want to pick up as many of them as possible. Make another lumber camp. I think someone is probably idle. Yeah, this dude. How much housing do we have? Yeah, quite a bit. Let's make another house. It's fine. Researching the mail armor. Alright. Let's see. 1200 wood for this. 1200 food for that. Pick that up. These things, we need wood. We don't have wood. Pick up some cavalry upgrades. This is an easy way to scale them. We also have access to this. Bulgarian mercenaries, it's Connex basically, but they have slightly boosted stats when dismounted. That's their only upgrade basically, apart from vanilla, and they are more expensive. 140 gold is a lot of gold. I'm not sure if I want to burn gold on this. Might have to eventually, but not now. Make sure we send another supply caravan in. They are cheaper and more doable now, which is important. I would like this. The cart workshops creates caravans for free over time, but that's slow and they are deployed directly in the lanes, which is nice. I'm gonna make some merchants instead. Let's go ahead and pick up coinage, which produces food in exchange for gold. Bandits were defeated, meaning that their presence on the map has been wiped out. We want to pick up all these upgrades for various resources. Make sure we queue up armor for cavalry next, and then iron casting. And we should probably make some units, but I'm still reluctant. I see the lanes and we are doing okay. Unfortunately, AI is producing some knights and they do have upgrades. So we will struggle to break them. Connex will be probably the answer, but it's gonna burn a lot of gold. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the AI push me back a bit. Might grab some infantry upgrades. And another barracks. For the cavalry we have everything ready, but I'm not gonna spend it yet because it wouldn't really achieve much. If the AI is gonna get extra income for pushing, so be it. We'll use this time to just kind of boost our income. And just, you know, let them ball up, that's fine. Eventually I can push out a lot of connects immediately. If we get 3 spies, I'll probably sabotage their supply again. Which could help with reducing their strength a little bit. We need a lot of wood. We do have a lot of gold and some food, which is nice. This costs a lot of wood. And it would benefit merchants. It increases the amount that can work in the marketplace to 25, which we currently have 12. It's already more than we can support with the current tech. So we should definitely pick this up eventually. If we have any free villagers, let's keep building the income. So on this we are out of natural wood around here. Still gonna wait. That's a lot of enemies, but they are starving, I think. Are they starving? Yeah, they are starving. But they do build supply cards, so I'm not sure where they are. Maybe the effects of our sabotage are still present. They also have scorpions and rams. There's a supply. But ours are getting attacked. We now have longswordsmen, which will be better. Our troops are starving though. Need to push some cards to the front. But again, we want to delay. We are almost at 10,000 gold. How many cards do we have? 4. I want 5. I want a mill. I know it's delaying my stuff, but that's fine. We are researching cavalry armor. So again, the longer we wait on that, the better it is, but it's kind of risky, depending. If this was a human opponent, we'd probably be getting pushed much more. They still don't have all these archers, but they could be getting advanced units. These could be old. They have a mangonel, they have a scorpion. A lot of infantry, some knights. Alright, that's fine. We can still wait. We gotta push out another donkey, keep that income going. 1500 wood for that, we can't afford that. Okay, we got our first king. Let's pick up, what do we want? Cavalry reinforcements? Yeah, that's gonna benefit us the most since we are investing into cavalry. So soon we should be seeing some free cavalry spawning. For now we are still getting just infantry reinforcements, but yeah, the enemy is balling up a lot of units over here. The other lane is kind of empty though, they are not putting any units here, so these are getting quite far. Which makes me believe that we should put a couple of supply wagons in this one, so that they reach far. And we can be ready to start spawning in units. I actually now don't need quite as much. I'm gonna make some knights and some connects. And some light cav, but we should save up some food next. What I would really like is another blacksmith, so that we can benefit from making 2 upgrades at once, but blacksmiths are really expensive. We could build a reliquary, which is gonna give us access to this area, which now we can get a monk to collect some relics. If you have more than 1 monk, you'll have problems. I'm gonna research further though, just so the monk is faster and give him some extra HP. And we definitely want to keep pushing out units. So now we should see some cavalry. The enemy is here. See how that goes. We preferably should probably wait. Because the castles are really powerful. If we wait, we would fight nearby. That would be perfect. Let's boost the caravan. I'm gonna put some fodder units in as well. Mainly we want to focus on this cavalry. And we should be getting some free friends. Yes, we are. It's good. Oh yeah, this is the bug in the DE currently. Thanks, DE. You see the projectiles? So it happens. That's all one good. Let's check. Yeah, we will need imp if we were to grab additional upgrades. When this is both done, I might do chainmail. See about a blacksmith. Yes, let's make another. This is all done. Let's get some housing. Let's get some more cavalry units. This is getting a bit sketch. We should start shooting them first, soon though. Okay, I think I might want to invest into defenses. Let's pick the defenses. Make sure we keep producing. Control group this. Control group that. Make some of these units. Spy. What do we need? 250 gold, okay. Get some defenses soon. There we go. Now we got some towers. Need to keep pushing out units. We want to focus on connects if possible. They are really expensive but also really good. Could sell some resources just to get some more connects. This dude has been idle forever. It doesn't really matter, there's not many resources to take anymore. There's some, but you can't make more villas anyway. Let's focus on iron casting in this one. Some fletching wouldn't hurt. University would be a good pick at this point. It is rather expensive though. Let's get a university. Let's see, we've pushed them back slightly. This knight might be stuck. Not sure if this has a move in it. It might not have it. We'll see. The enemy does still have a lot of units and rather good upgrades as well on them, I think. Well, it's a lot of feudal trash still. Plus 1/1, okay. Yeah, I mean, we can probably deal with it. Islanders have plus 2 armor, the cavalry. But more connects would be good. We've got almost 10,000 food. What I want is, if we had the extra wood, there's an upgrade here for the supply, which helps drastically. Feudal trash. It is. Trash units, you know, like units from feudal age, and they are fighting knights from castle age, so that's why I call them that. It's not that I have anything against feudal people, but man, are they not good when fighting against castle age units. Okay. I'm glad you found it funny. Well, it's not by design, I assure you. Stone and wood. I don't want to spend the wood, but let's make a castle. Trailer trash of the feudal age. Yeah. Let's pick up Gartar, arrow slits, masonry and ballistics. That's gonna benefit the towers. Yeah, our connects are now pushing. We are pushing them back, which is pretty good. They still are sending rams and such. Could be a problem. My tea, I forgot about the tea. That's really bad. Just gonna enjoy it. It's okay, this is an Autobattler. You don't need to be hyper-focused or anything. It basically plays itself at some point. We got 2 spies. I could steal resources. I'm gonna see and sabotage the supply instead. For now, let's create... I could do imp. Let's make some caravans or, you know, supply. And then we'll pick up the imp. But enemy also gets a power spike in imp. Again, the AI cheats. So it will get stuff for free when we do that. Let's make some connects to offset that, and now we need to stockpile resources again. Could benefit from murder holes, perhaps also I never micro this monk. We could do it with shift key, but I have one of my hands busy, so... Can't really do that. The AI has an advantage on the battlefield right now. A bit of a problem. Alright. Set this monk to collect some relics for us. I could make some mangonels here and micro them, but I'd rather just not bother. What I'm gonna do is let's create some infantry and get some more connects. Oh yeah, we have the castle now. Castle can be good. Boyar is pretty good. These friends, let's put them here into the new area. So I can do gold. Do we need more pop? No, we go to castle, which gave us a lot of pop. What we could do is more merchants, but we are currently researching imp. kinda why it's busy. They did check up. They have some pikemen now, but they still don't have longswordsmen. They are building some boyar. Mangonel. It's alright. The pikemen are a problem. But I'm gonna persist. Conics are actually pretty good against pikemen because then they dismount and then they become infantry, and that's pretty good. Also, the AI loves to friendly fire its own units with mangonels. It also happens to you when you build them. We are lacking supply. I need to build more supply immediately. Okay, let's pick up some upgrades for our guys. Pikemen. I would love mercenary contracts to get elite conics. We need to consider what's a priority. Let's get this. Enemy sabotage the supply, okay. So definitely a couple more of these. The cart workshops would be nice now. Oh yeah, eco upgrades. 2000 wood, I don't really have that. We could boost wood. And then I should make some merchants. After this is done. Need to push out some units now. We are losing hard. Gotta be greedy and start to pick up this. Sell some stone. Make some conics. And some halberdiers. But we need wood. So I should probably just be making gold units preferably. But we need champion, which is expensive. Don't really have the food for that. We could put this guy to work. These are almost done with the stone. I'm not gonna do cavalry. Well, yeah. Cavalry is a good deal because we get the free guys. So is champion. It's just gonna boost the free units we get. And oh no, this is not looking particularly great. The enemy is at our castle, which means that they are probably, yeah, they're getting boosted from controlling all this. Would be nice to get some supply going on the other lane. Make some units. I should make more barracks really. It's hard time finding idle villas amongst all the trade trash we have. Let's go ahead and get another stable. Should do some archer ranges, but I don't really want to invest into archer range upgrades at this point. Blast furnace, plate armor. Chemistry is alright. Champion. Some units, queue them up. Could use more barracks. They are a bit expensive, but that's alright. We need 2000 wood. It's almost there. What about the monk? The monk has been hurt a little bit. And the next relics are here, so that's not gonna happen. AI is using some Imperialist units now. Okay, what about the spies? Let's sabotage enemy supply lines. Oh yeah, we could do some tax. Družina is good. And faster creation. Družina's gonna help. A lot of things. Let's make this. This is looking alright. We've beaten the enemy army, the bulk of them. Look at the projectiles, it's just so jank. And since you're playing Slavs, you can call it Slav jank. Huh? It is. Okay. Getting more barracks is good. Lacking some resources here. We do need some caravans to keep supply going. Let's do that. I would like some trebs, but we are far away from the enemy castle. It's not really a concern at the moment. The enemy is switching focus to this lane. Yeah, our caravans are still... Well, it's kind of hard for the enemy to kill them. So that's good for us. That's gonna mean we still benefit from those income cycles. Alright. Did we get a king? No. No, we did not. We also don't have any spies. Okay. Just create units. What do we want to stockpile? We should... Oh yeah. Let's switch to king production. I want to stockpile 10,000 gold. So what I'm gonna do is just produce trash units, basically. Units that cost only food and wood. And keep stockpiling gold. I should sell stuff and buy this upgrade as well, the Hussar. We don't get much for stone anymore, but that's fine. Also, these people are idle. I never switched them. I realized this, yeah. Let's give them a mining camp and a labor camp here. And set them to gather forever. We don't need to oversee this. It's gonna just happen. You cannot fit more than that, though. I don't want to do this. Let's get a Hussar. And just produce trash units. Some archer ranges would be good, probably, at this point. Are we pushing them hard? Yeah, let's get some traps. Teraparuto as well. That's a Japanese tag, but it's available to both players. It is to make the traps unpack and pack faster, as well as fire faster. We can't really employ these villagers anymore, just construction really, if we wanted anything. Techs are still rolling, so it's fine. Let's make some ranges. No, I just... Power of spam will conquer. Make some friends. All the cheapest friends, in this case. No one that costs gold can be created. And moving out to get that relic might be good. I'm gonna make some caravans, a lot of them, if we can. Let's put this guy forward and let's go ahead and try to snatch this relic. Bring it back. And if he makes it, we'll snatch the second one as well. But he might die. The supply? No, looks like we do have a supply here, so it's all good. Yeah, we actually do have quite a few donkeys. There's a trap now, nice. The AI is kind of falling apart. It does have Castle Age upgrades now, but I don't see many Imperial Age units, so that's a problem for the AI. I don't think it can really contest. I want to see a special thing. If you do Paladin upgrade, what happens, the AI goes crazy, kinda. And it gets a cheat unit. It gets an elite Paladin. So we'll see how that works. I never saw it in action. It'd be kinda interesting, I guess. Let's make sure we control group our barracks. I should have stockpiled money. I completely forgot what I was doing. Fine. We don't need it. I think we can win. Let's just get it. The castles are brutal, but I don't think it's gonna be a concern really. What about spies? Not really useful. We should definitely create some caravans again. Make some units. And some paladins, if you can. Did we research it? No, it's still researching. I want to see them. Show me them paladins. Imperial trash, yeah, it is, because I was funding the cheapest units. Now they're desperate, but they would have to use the nuke. And they don't have the spice for that, I don't think. We are bringing some traps as well. It is over. We have the high ground. Also, they seem to lack the units. Did I get... Oh yeah, Cavalier, because these are paladin. There we go. It's getting some friends. Did we get these? I think if I research this, they'll freak out because of the triggers. We'll see. But yeah, fundamentally this scenario is meant to be played multiplayer. So this is like earlier rudimentary AI. It cheats to kind of try and contest, but you see it kind of falls apart if you have a strategy. Hey, she's welcome. Yes. Yes. Is it good for me? No. Oh yeah. Elite Paladin. There we go. Well, they still kind of die to halbs. Well, cool, you know. If they had like 100, would probably suffer horribly. That is a stretch. That's a stretch. See this? Welcome to Definitive Edition. I didn't do this. This is just the game being the game. Yeah. These are trap shots, by the way. Good spies, but yeah, I guess. Still resource. There you go. Nice. Alright, so yeah, that's what is there so far. The implementation for multiplayer is close. It just needs me to add some extra income cycles for the other player. Otherwise, all the mechanics are there, but I could still add more. So, you know, some people have been playing the map, so I'm waiting for some extra ideas, or whenever I get ideas. I noticed a bug earlier. But again, this is the problem. If I don't fix it immediately, I often forget where it was. And I do know that it exists, but where was it? There was a stuck unit. Was it here? No. Surely not here. Not here. Where was it? There were stuck units for a while. It might have been here, actually. I really don't remember. That's the problem that, you know, if you don't fix it immediately, sort of deal, it just, you kind of forget. We don't want to make it too wide. It's the middle lane. Not sure about these. I noticed some might actually get here, in which case they should be rallied here. Alright. Save that. Need to think about the changes. I don't remember what I wanted. Oh yeah, I wanted flaming camels action. I also need to design 4 extra king actions in the king shot. And also cosmetics. This is bare bones. I haven't decorated a lot of this yet. Like some of it, yes, but some of it is really bare bones at the moment. Alright, so I think we have like 300 triggers in. This is over 3 days. So, I don't know, when is it gonna be ready? I hope tomorrow, maybe? We could have like a multiplayer playable version of this. But, yeah, it needs to be tested then, so I'll have to find a victim. Which is gonna be a problem, since people don't tend to have time when I do. Yeah, hopefully we find someone. I could also just, you know, host a lobby and let someone random from the internet join, but I would prefer to play with a tester, because then I wouldn't have to explain everything. Yeah, but if they would want me to stream it, sure. Because that's what this is designed for, it's multiplayer, it's not the single player experience. Like, the AI is... it's okay, but... it's not really made for, like, it can't really react to what you are doing too well. It tries, like, it researched pikemen when I was making pure cavalry. But, yeah. I think much more strategy will become relevant when humans will play it. Play it again. You want me to play it again? No, not in the current version. What we can do is we could make a monster AI. You know, because that's good and reasonable and sane and all these things. We could do that. I just need to find the correct triggers that affect it. What is the most important part? This is its actions for the spies, that's fine. Alright, this is desperation time. When they are getting sieged, they spawn more units. That's okay. I guess we could... you could give them something extra. Let's give them... a scorpion. This repeats as well, so it's not just one, you know. Let's put it there. I don't want to make it necessarily too crazy, but then again, it should do something. So whenever you get Paladin, it gets all these silly things. Yeah, that adds up. Research technology: when player 1 reaches castle age, they get a timer event, and then they keep spawning more stuff. This is not enough, though. This is why they are falling apart. They need more. Let's give them some knights. Give them some scouts as well. We don't want to go too crazy on the cav though. And they had a reasonable amount of siege, I feel like. But we might want to give them a couple more archers. They seem to be a bit lacking in that, and then they suffer the consequences of not being able to clear out my caravans too quick, because they don't have the range damage. So yeah, that's good. What else do we want? Okay, when you get a king, they get a spawn of boyar on 65 timer. Do they repeat that? They do. Alright. Yeah, when you get plate barding armor, they kind of freak out, but it takes a while to get that. So in the last game it didn't really come through. So they were working without one of their triggers. When you research field age, they get more man-at-arms, you get some techs. That's all well and good. Thinking what to give them. I don't want to make it too crazy, because this version technically I'm gonna upload it and then the testers will play it. And they're like, oh no, my face is getting kicked in, because... Yeah, well... Again, we don't want to make it too insane. Like, I could do it for myself, but I don't want to subject other people to it unnecessarily. This Imperial unit spawn, that's fine. Okay, so whenever we get plate barding, male, and imp, they get imp upgrades. Well, that means they are constantly behind. I guess that's okay. Because inherently, the AI kinda, you know, it would destroy you if you reach imp and they immediately get all the imp upgrades. That would be kind of insane. But like it was, it didn't feel that great. They did boost their overall units, which will help. Let's get them another spearman. Maybe another skirmisher as well. Alright. We could design some king upgrades for the shop as well, since we are here. Maybe we'll have 4 to design. So this side is military. You pick reinforcement type and it keeps spawning that kind of unit. Economy is pretty lackluster. I didn't feel like I had enough, even though I was spamming pretty hard, but like some of the stuff is just unaffordable, really. You can't really get more kings. So like a economic upgrade would be nice. Let's go ahead and make this trigger. So what we want is, I'm just gonna take this, where is it? Spy names trigger. And just adjust. Change object name. I'm gonna go for player 5. Set object, this. How do we name it? 1 king, that's the cost, and then additional income. Also, I noticed something about the other king upgrade. It doesn't display the flag properly. So I'll have to fix that. Also, give me a sec. I might want to switch music. Somewhat. Sure. Let's get this. That's fine. Yeah, so before I fix that, let's just design this new one. King, income, player 1, condition, objects in area, player 1, condition. Oh no, no other conditions, just a fact. So there's no resource cost associated with this. Remove objects in this area after it's done. Now we want to do king, income, player 1, active. It's good to name them properly, because then when you're looking for something, it can be rather hard to find what you're looking for if you name it something nonsense. Go ahead and get this. That's gonna activate this trigger, which by itself is off by default, but it can loop. And this thing will have a condition of the timer. 1. Effect, modify resource. Player 1, food storage. Add. Add 1. I mean, that's a little bit weak for when you get this. Let's get 2. But it is gonna be powerful. But we do need a boost in the game, so this will be something a lot of players will go for. And that's good. Let's have it. And it repeats, and once it's active, it starts going off. So now we have that set up. So let's go ahead and copy this. Put up king, income, player 2. Copy that trigger. King, income, player 2, active. Set this up. Objects in area, player 2. Switch that. Remove object. Activate trigger. Active. Timer modify resource on player 2. There you go. That's set up. Now we also want to go ahead and do this effect. create object, others flag A. I could go, let's see the flags, which one do we want? So either it's this one, that's like the generic flag. This one is kind of cool. So like whenever a player gets an upgrade, it will be indicated by a flag. Yeah. We could also put this one, which this one is okay. It's not used very often and it kind of fits this shop area rather well. So finally remembered. Okay, C. Create object flag C. There you go. Create object player 2. Others flag C. There you go. So that's set up for this specific trigger. Now we need to find the other triggers, which we have something else. Spies, upkeep, income, tracer, imp skirm. Yeah, so imperial skirmish was a thing, yeah. It's fine. Tracer, Paladin, Caravan. King. King spawn 1, Kings. Siege. Loot. Knight, Knight 1, player 1 active. Okay, we need to set this up for player 2 as well. Activate trigger, this thing. Creates object, flag, just delete that because that's spamming it constantly, that's not what we want. Effect. Create object. Others flag C. Right there. Now we need to copy this whole thing, as well as the income. Now I finally know where it is. That's why it's preferable if you do it as you set it up. I just clearly forgot about this, so it's a problem. So player 2, King, Cav. Player 2, King, Cav, active. Bring object to an area, player 2. Then it's gonna remove it. Then it's gonna activate a trigger, which is called the last thing in the universe. Then it's gonna send a chat that player 2 now benefits from cavalry reinforcements. Which actually we should add that to this trigger we made. I forgot. Player 1 benefits from King's income. And we send it to both players. Send chat. This is for player 2. This thing, send a chat. We create an object which is for player 2. Create it on the opposite side. It activates this trigger, which by itself has a timer, and it can be repeated. It doesn't start, yes. Timer is 75, which is reasonable. We create a knight and a knight. Switch its alignment. And then knight, no, cavalry. Okay. Let's put it here. It's a bit weak. 3 units is not amazing for a king, but you know, cavalry is pretty powerful. So as you level up, like you can get 3 paladins this way, basically, once you have the required technologies, because it scales. I say knight and I say scout cavalry, but it depends what your tech is. If you have light cavalry or hussar, it will make hussar. So it's actually not that bad, it might seem. It's not great in Castle Age though. Alright. So that's set up for player 2 as well. That is good. We need to copy another. We have 4 of these, so I actually have to do that. Let's find it. Where is it? Spy, attrition, masonry, conic, caravan. It's here somewhere. There you go. Infantry. First we do, yeah, knight, archer. Okay, let's do archer. I need to find it again. Archer active. Let's copy that. Player 2, king, arch. Player 2, king, arch, active. Now we need to set it up. Oh yeah, also, since we are on that, let's go ahead and go up. Knight, create an object. Did I set it up? Yes. Good. Archers. Yeah, let's delete this flag thing. It's not supposed to do that. That was a mistake. I made a mistake before. Not on the stream, but before the stream. Make sure we create a flag on this when that becomes active. Then it does things. Since I'm on that, I should probably also do it here. So you don't forget. It's infantry, it's right here. Cancel it from this. And siege as well. Just want to get rid of that so that this is all ready for copy pasting. Because now I have to correct that mistake as well in that trigger I copied. Which is just kind of making more work for myself. It's bush. There you go. Alright, let's go down. I need to double check if I didn't fuck up. No, that's fine. King, archer, yes. Objects in area. Switch to player 2. Remove object, player 2. Activate trigger. Bring this down. Send chat, player 2. Player 2. New effect, create object. Others. Player 2, flag C. Others. Flag C. Yes, here. I need to double check. It's the worst thing when you make mistakes so that you have to correct later. Okay, this is all set up. Good. Infantry, archer. Okay, infantry is next. Let's copy that. Infantry active. Player 2, king, infantry. Player 2, king, infantry active. Looping, okay. Let's go ahead and tweak this. So it is already the correct area. Let's just go ahead and switch to player. Activate a trigger. Let's go ahead and find the correct trigger. Send chat, switch to player. Create object, flag for player 2, but set its location. I have to move this bush. It's not a bush, it's a bunch of grass. I didn't even place this. That's just from you placing grass, it generates these shrubs. Okay, that's set up. I believe now we need to create this thing. Okay, so player 2. It's top lane, okay. It's the bottom. Switch to player. Middle, okay. Get spearman into militia for this reinforcements group. Alright. I think that's set up correctly. Alright. Another one. I think we have last thing to duplicate. Because this is setting up for the multiplayer for later. Where is it? Siege. Copy that. Caravan, attrition. Siege active. Copy that. Player 2, siege. King siege. There we go. Player 2, king siege. Active. Siege. Object scenario. Switch the requirement. Remove. Also switch. Activate a trigger, which you'll find in the list. Send chat, switch your player. Create an object, we switch to player. Put it right there. It doesn't seem like it switched the thing this time, which is good. Active, okay. Let's go ahead and set this up. It's a battering ram for player 2. They'll spawn right here. It's a battering ram for player 2. That's a mid. I think that's where a lot of other units spawn, so let's put it here. So it doesn't get clogged up too hard. And then we want a mangonel. Just put it whenever. Really. Most important part is so that it's not in the most congested area. Alright, and that's all the king triggers that were for player 1 set up for player 2 as well. So that's prepared for multiplayer. We've created a new trigger for king income. We could, I think I would like a trigger for king to be able to boost the supply. So to create even more supply wagons to offset the fact that it can be a bit of a pain to manage. Not quite sure. I have 3 slots to fill, and then this whole side could be filled, but that's what I'm gonna do later, probably tomorrow. Well, today, technically, because it's morning already. But yeah, I mean, I did some adjustments to the AI. I could go ahead and make it even stronger, but I don't know if that's a good idea really. I think it's gonna be powerful enough as it is. Because it doesn't seem like much, you add a couple of units, but you need to realize it's the like spawn cycles, right? And so it actually will end up with a lot over time. But it definitely is struggling a bit once you start getting around here or here. It just kind of falls apart because it can't spawn. Like as a player, when you see enemies closing in, you just kind of desperately push out more units. The AI doesn't really do that, but if I make it do that, it's gonna feel really frustrating, I think. I could do it, like, you know, check if player 1 or player 3, which is player 1's army, is around here, and then if it is, then it starts spamming more units out. But it could be really frustrating if that's the case. Then again, if it's not too crazy, it could be alright. So let's create a new trigger for it. I call the AI triggers test triggers, because then I know which to remove once I want to create, or which to disable once I want to implement the multiplayer. I think I skipped it already. Where the hell is this? When I was sleeping. Oh no. I can't find it. Alright. It's 26 triggers, I'm sure I'll find it eventually. There we go. So this is 26 condition, objects in area. But it does check for the spying objects as well, which is a bit of a problem. So if there are 15 or more units, let's say a significant threat would be like 25 plus, I'd say. But it's player 3. So it's player 1's army. And let's say if they are within this hill. So the last segment, as well as their castle. This thing needs to repeat. It's gonna have a condition for timer. Its timer is gonna be, let's set it something pretty quick, like 45. Its effects are create object, player 2, and they'll receive some extra units. Give them an archer. Dead center actually, which is a bit of a problem. Maybe we set it larger delay. Could be useful. Okay, some archers. We could get a scorpion. Again, scorpion's pretty good at being, you know, frustrating. Just do that, and then this. I'm gonna give them a knight as well. Mid. 2 knights in the middle, I guess. Do you want infantry? You might want some infantry as well. It's gonna scale to the upgrade, so it's not gonna be militia, it's just militia line basically. So let's put that up. And then perhaps give it a slightly larger timer. 95 is still pretty quick. So they'll be able to defend themselves a bit better with this. If the enemy is within one segment, they'll fight a little bit harder. Which I think is good. So like it doesn't make them insane overall, but once they get pushed back a little, they start to spam some more. I could even give them a little bit extra, 1 extra guy. For these. This could very well be too difficult. I've made a monster AI with this before, where it just was completely unstoppable. So hopefully that did not happen here, but it's kind of hard until you test it to know if you did something horrible or not. So we'll see. Let me check something. Someone was asking about something on, yeah, of course didn't respond. Someone was wondering how to get better conquered. Some people think that's part of the main files. If they actually watch the video that Zach talked about, maybe they would know. But oh well. Alright. I don't feel like playing it again today. It's an hour and 10 minutes, right about, to do it. Which in this, with these triggers, maybe it's even slightly longer. But then again, there is the income. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm thinking about any potential changes we might want to make to balance. I'm thinking about the economic phase and how did that work out. I feel like It's alright, but we didn't like completely swim in resources. We do have that extra income for the king here, which does help. I'm sure. Would be nice to even boost it a bit further. I think this base could use, each base could use slightly more resources, since villager time is kind of the limitation. Why not have slightly more? Because you are limiting the players by not allowing creating vills, so amounts of resources are not that huge of a deal anymore. They are if you enable villager creation, obviously. Alright. Gonna get an extra gold mine for each. Let's keep it relatively close so it's similar. To a degree that doesn't make much of a difference for either one, so it's competitive. Extra stone pile, sure. Might want an extra forage bush as well. Getting a bit messy. Might do 2. What else is there? Wood, yeah. 3. Got some birch. 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Is the closeness same? Sort of. It's 2 tiles off. So actually moving this 3 is good. Let's do it. Put it here. It's fine. Alright. Flying Dance is here. It's almost 4 in the morning. Welcome. But yeah. Alright, so we boosted some of this, that will do. So, Autobattler, alright. So, what say you, Flying Dancer? Are you gonna watch Hidden Cup? That's the question we all are fiending for, right? Gonna be watching Hidden Cup, huh? Do you have guesses? You have guesses who the people are? I'm just waiting for T90 to call all the heroes, all the people in each match, like he always does. I was just lucky I had to go through the toilet tonight. Right, makes sense. You don't know? Alright. I thought you were watching people AOE things, and Hidden Cup is like a big event. All the pros are playing it. It's kind of a twist because you don't know who they are, or you try to guess it. So I was thinking I would watch at least some of it. But we'll see. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I'm asking. Alright. Things. What did I want? We have still these king things. Not sure if you should do anything about that though. What is a swan tower? That's new. Alright. Sort of like mass singer for AOE players. Cool. It is. Yeah. It's you know, you watch a match between two. It's basically like top 20 people in the world in Age of Empires 2, which the scene has evolved and it's quite alive. So these people are insanely good, and they have hidden names. So they are heroes, named after heroes in the game, and they fight each other, and you try to guess who they are. And if you know the players well, maybe you can pick up on some of the things they do. Which is kind of cool because a lot of the players do have their own little thing they do, often or more or less, you know. It is really good. It's a shame we don't have Caesar be a competitive game. In any case, I'm wondering just what to add. I might do some cosmetic changes here. We haven't done many cosmetic changes on the stream today at all. I just kind of start by adding some mud here. It's usually a good idea. It would be nice to get an indication of what these do visually, so that players don't have to read the tooltips, but there's no easy way to do it unless I add a player that's gonna be called like statues or civilians or whatever, and then I add a unit that signifies what this does, which is gonna be friends with everyone, so that they don't get attacked, because otherwise your king spawns in and then, oh, the cavalry, that's... yeah, that would not go well. So, we could do it, but it's another player, and I don't think that's really necessarily good. We could go another player, because he can have up to 8, and we currently have 7 of them. Do we want to do that? I don't even think it would be that good to have that unit, because it's kind of hard. Clarinetsa says, I really should. 2 years ago, I won a free gift sub by guessing which player everyone was. I got 14 out of 16 right. That was enough. Of course, I did that by copying my answers from French AOE 2 streamer. So, well, yeah. I mean, a lot of the guesses were, you could copycat it. I would not. Like, I like to guess for myself, but I don't even predict. For like officially, but I'm often right, but also like, yeah, like sometimes it's super hard to tell. If you were being honest and not cheating by, you know, taking information from other people, I think like 50-50 is a good score, unless you are like a freak and you don't have a life and you just follow doubt around dark alleys. I don't do that, so for me, like, I know some stuff about players, but I'm not into them so much that I know everything about them. In any case, I wanted to add some more stuff. I think the statues are not a good idea. Unless we could, like, get regular statues, like, you know, if there's an indication of what this does. I don't think that's gonna really happen, though. Well, some of these kinda, maybe. Like, this is infantry, clearly, right? But how would I even signify that? What if I do no clip control? No. There was a way to disable clipping so you can put stuff in. Yeah, a lot of this doesn't even make sense to add here. What we could do is this. Doesn't hurt anything, and it signifies that this is an archer spawn, right? We could do the same with infantry, which is this. Cavalry spawn is a bit of a problem. Don't know what we use for them. Alright. We also need to do something for the resource trigger. Vases. Yes. Need something for the cavalry and for the siege. I guess for the siege we could do barrels. It's not great, but broken cart takes a whole tile, which we can't do. But we can do barrels. Castle ruins, that's new. It's kind of cool. I could see that being somewhere. I could even see it like, you know, having it in the forest over there could be kind of cool. Having it out around it. For the visual effect. I might do that eventually when we wrap up with just cosmetic things. What I want is the cavalry indication. I don't know how to get that. That is like a horse thing, but it's convertible if you make it Gaia, I think, and it's a problem. Gallows. No. What do we signify cavalry with? There is a horse statue, I forgot. There's a statue that actually is sort of like... Oh yeah, this... giant Buddha statue, yes. That's what we want. We want the statue, where is it? Statue. We do right, and then find a horse. Where is the horse? The horse does not exist. The horse is a social construct. That's a problem. Civilization? Nope. Columns? Nope. Come on. I'm sure the horse exists. Ah! There you go. I mean, it kind of takes a little bit of the space inside this thing, but at least it shows you what it does at a glance. So that's good, right? Good, yes. Let's call it that. Yeah, I'm not putting this in. What else would we want? I'm not sure about these three yet, so no reason to really do much with that. Do you want more ruins in the battlefield? We could. Oh, I think I remember something. A bug. A move. Let's go ahead and take this. 3, and it was like where the graveyard is, right? This. It's gonna be tough with. Yeah, let's go ahead and order around here. There you go. I think that was a bug where they got stuck without a moving before. Alright, should I test it? It's gonna take a long time though. I'm not sure if I'm up to it. Guess we do. Cox is just laughing at my misery. Fine. Laugh! If you wish. Okay, let's get this upgrade. The rations. Let's go ahead and get... What do we get first? A lumber camp, yes. This dude, can we make something? Yeah. We are gonna be out of resources here, but it's fine. Caravan is coming forward. You know you want to. Yeah. Want, yes. That is what I desire. Alright. Send in the donkeys. After we make this merchant, I'm gonna prepare a caravan and then I'm gonna do the husbandry research. Got some friends. I should make more militia. Hey Kukarina, welcome. Yeah, this is the scenario. Alright, put him back. Merchant, let's put him on the marketplace. Supply, let's hold on to it. Get the militia going. They're attacking, so just let them do that, that's fine. We can't interfere anyway, just monitor it. Oh yeah, there's a skirmish. Bugger, I forgot. That's bad. Okay. Oh, we kinda did okay, I guess. We do have the upgrade for our infantry, so we'll still win, I think. Supply is fine. Yeah, we got the reward. Let's make sure... We want the skirmish. Let's make sure that this is done. I do want another supply caravan. How's it looking? Donkey is doing well. We could send in another one, but maybe later. Also, let's check. Can't make more. I explained it, and it's very late here. It's like 4 in the morning. I'm just testing after I made some changes. If you want an explanation, there are instructions in here. If you load it up, you can just read it here. This will tell you each mechanic. Also, I would like to help you out so that, because like it's important to know, but also it can be read here, and I really don't want to explain it again because it's a law. So, you know, this VOD, this video, the stream you are currently watching, at the start, I explained everything in detail. So, yeah, it can't really, like, I can't do that. You can watch me play it, but if you want, yeah, no problem. That would be best, because, you know, it would explain everything much better than I could now. Even if I try, I don't think I could do it as well as I did at the start. Alright, so let them auto-attack. What about caravans? Yeah, we could send in another one now. Animal husbandry is going. We should let them do the wood cutting. If we have a free villager, we don't. Let's select this one, make another. What do I need the most? Oh, let's get the mining camp. We could use that. Let's get some militia produced. After this is done, we get a donkey, yes. These people need to focus on these trees. Got some militia again, nice. We want to focus on, there is a captain here. So left lane, or bottom lane, is where we want to go. Let's do it. I think this one might disappear actually. Oh, he made it. Good for him. Well, disappear. He would be sent to the front lines, but in the wrong place. Alright. Still a lot of bandits, that's fine. I need to do more dressing of the scenario. It's still kind of bare bones with the looks. But mechanically it's getting there. We smash that, it's gonna give us something. There you go. Okay, we need another donkey. You see we are starving. Not quite there yet on the research. I'll have to let them starve for a bit. Which is not good. But it can be helped. I would have to cancel the tech, and that's not happening. Also, another minigame soon. I'm gonna let them cut wood for now, that's fine. What do we make? Let's make a mill. I could get this. It burns a bit of wood, but that's fine. Okay, collect sheep. Let's go ahead and do it. Order him to walk around a lot. Keep ordering sheep to be hidden from the enemy. Yeah, send a donkey forward. Let's get another donkey ready. All the sheep go here. We need 12. Got 7. It's pretty okay. What I want to do is catch some of the enemy sheep, possibly. Just walk that way. Okay, let's get another merchant. We need stone. Next. We'll see. What about military? Okay, we are still busy doing that. Okay. We got a reward for that minigame. Let's go ahead. Put all the sheep. Okay, we got a spy. I'm not gonna use him yet. Right, all the bills. Just get this and also get some gold and get some of this wood. Want to get rid of these resources first because that's where the rewards spawn in. Mining camp. Could get another supply for the future. It could be good. I've been sending them forward continuously, yeah. They are getting destroyed, but it's giving us extra income, which is fine. These are really busy. It's been busy for a while. It's fine. I should prepare another supply before we advance. I'm not gonna make more military just yet. Mill would be nice, but we are lacking stone, so I'm gonna... Problem is, the mining camps cost me food. 400 is not little, and if I want to ever advance, I need to kind of stop doing that. So I'm gonna make a house instead for the future. It's gonna be handy. We have 2 merchants. Send in another caravan. We should consider switching some of our people on this instead. Let them get food. Got 1 extra, that's fine. You are done. What can we get? Mill, yes. Mill is good. It's gonna boost our food. We could research this, but it's a lot of food we need for the age up. So I will wait. Not sure what the music is. Oh, it's Empire Earth. Well, we have the game on, so we get regular music now. We're advancing. Caravan. I could send it. Yeah. We will lack supply here. We do already. Okay. Let's use it. It's fine. I could make some militia, but in the next stage we get them for cheaper. Because supplies is gonna be a thing. So just wait if you want to minimax. A lumber camp would be nice, but it costs 400 stone, which I don't currently have. Mill is really expensive for me at the moment. If I wait, I could get blacksmith a little bit sooner. Which I think is good, because it gives free units. Empire Earth takes me back. Mechanics, weird mechanics, but was fun to advance all those epoch. Oh yeah, definitely. The worst part is if you play it today, it looks really bad. Like the 3D models are awful. It's one of the earliest 3D strategy games, and it really looks like it. It's... oh man, the models... they're not good. But at the time it was a good game, you know. For now, I would not recommend it. It's not really... doesn't play well. Okay, I'm gonna rush a blacksmith. I could do a market, but income is good, but I think the units are what I want. Haven't played it since childhood, but kid me was mind blown by the graphics, yeah. It just goes to show what the expectations were at the time. For today, look it up, look it now. Open a new tab and find it. Empire Earth 1. And just see the models and just like, despair. What the fuck is that? It's not very good. Well, very good, that's an understatement. It's really bad, like... You're scared. Yeah. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Okay, let's start getting... This time I want to focus on archers. Let's get a market for that sweet, sweet, sweet income. We also want to keep getting upgrades for that sweet income, but... resources are a bit short. I want to make a donkey. You don't have a stone. Oh boy, we are starving. At least I'm not spending on units, so it's okay. But obviously the AI has been improved since we played it last, so it's probably gonna be pretty strong. I'll send a donkey in just because it boosts income. I should also get this. If I had 1,000 wood, I would do that. Let's boost stone. After they're done with fletching, yeah, they're gonna do the leather archer armor. Okay, another minigame. Okay, almost died there, but it's fine. All that matters is you win the mangonel fight, and then it's fine. More stuff, and we also got a spy. I'm gonna steal resources this time. I'm not gonna bother with the supply sabotage. I mean, I could do it, but I think I want resources this time, because I don't feel like I'm doing too well. I think the AI is probably ahead of me. I need a lumber camp. Let's get it. It's rather expensive. Another... do we send it in? Yeah, send it in. We want this. This costs us 1200 and 800. We have the gold, just need the food. You know, Empire Earth 2 doesn't look like acid on my eyes. Empire Earth 1 though. People said, yeah, I mean... You said it right. When I was a kid, the graphics were like, oh, holy shit, look at this. This is amazing. Even though, like, Age of Empires actually looks better because 2D games look better. Even Age of Empires 1 looked better. The 3D games, the early ones, look awful. But, at the time, 3D was a novelty. So, like, anything that was 3D was like, holy shit, it's 3D. And therefore, we were probably, like, mind blown by the fact that it's 3D. And therefore... You know, a lot of the jank just kind of flew past. But when I look at it, it's just like... It's really bad. It's... I don't know how to describe it. It's really cursed. And I like old games, but Empire Earth 1, no man. It's just... It's just bad. It's like, man... Mom, can we play some strategy games? No, sweetie. We have strategy games at home. Strategy games at home. Are that. What the fuck is that? It's really bad. Let's get a cart over here. Getting some merchants. Should we like get a donkey? And some... I'm saving up for this. Let's wait. Don't bother with switching. Yeah, I don't need as much gold. I was just doing it to clear it for the event. For the, you know, reward. But that's fine. We got another spy, but we can wait with that. Not enough resources for this. Could get a lumber camp. Let's do it. Bring her. Get wood. This is going. I need to make the archer range. Since I'm taking into archers, I should maybe make the archer range. That sounds like a reasonable assumption. Make it there. Okay, merchants. We have a cart. Oh, we have a donkey as well. I need to send it. Also make another. And then some merchants would be nice. Oh yeah, I can finally get the reinforcements. Free stuff is best stuff. Well, it's not completely free, you have to buy it. But then you get value from it forever. So I think it's pretty good. Because our lines are looking pretty empty right now. So we definitely want to do something about that. Alright. Where's the supply? Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Because that would be a waste to send it too soon. But I'll prepare another for later. Get another barracks. That does give me pop space as well, so it's not a complete waste. After that we do some armor. Let's go ahead and get... what do we get? Food. Upgrades, we can't get anything there. Let's get some merchants. Alright, send in the supplies, send in some friends. Let's control group this and that. Any upgrades I missed? Yes, gold. Go ahead and do it. We will need gold. We also need this. 750 food. Alright. We can wait for it. Okay. Yeah, we'll finally bust this, which would be nice, but the enemy crossbowmen are still doing a number on us. It's alright. A supply's getting attacked. We should just send in the next donkey. Create another one later. Get an archer range. I'm not building it straight. This is me being a freak, you can build it whenever. But you know, the roads are here for you to have a nice layout. If you want to have it organized, you can, but you don't have to follow it with the production structures. No. Build. Can you build... What do we want the most? A lumber camp. Let's do it. Cart, yes. Another cart. Oh yeah, supply. Bring it here. Want another supply. We do need a house. Control group these. I might make some units. What do we want to stockpile? Gold. So some skirms and some spearmen. I can't make much. I could use the market, but it's gold. I want to stockpile the gold. So let's just hold on to it. It's fine. Put the villager to work. Consider supply. It is kind of leaving already. Yeah, it's left. Let's put it in. Want to create another reserve. Get some friends. Send the friends to the middle. That's fine. There are gonna be. I'll just build it. That's fine. There are gonna be some knights soon, which is a bit of a problem. Another supply. I know. We are lacking pop space. It's fine. Just put this in. What do we want? 4,000 for Castle Age. We don't want to rush to Castle Age. I think the longer we take our time, the better. Actually, because I know how the AI works, right? But normally I would like consider rushing Castle Age. We want to conserve some gold. And if we can, just keep ensuring supply and income. With this. Could create an army, but... Okay, got another spy. We get 2. Let's steal resources from the enemy. We're actually getting a reasonable amount of units here, so yeah. They'll do something over time. Could consider this in Castle Age later. Get the relics. 1,000 wood, yeah, this is tempting. This would be really good, because boosting, making the caravan stronger is really good. You don't really realize how good it is until you have it. 1,000 wood, let's get it, and then we'll probably aim for Castle Age. How many merchants do we have? 8. We can benefit from 10 total. Got 3 cards out of 5. That's fine. Where is our builder? It's kind of hard to know. Okay, she's here. Let's make a lumber camp. We are also almost full on pop again, so that's a concern. We have a merchant. Let's put him in. A donkey, nice. I think we received that from a reward from the minigame. Which is pretty nice. That's all going. Yeah, she's gonna build that. We need 4,000 food. We are almost there. And we are stockpiling everything. I'm not gonna spend on more units currently. It's gonna mean that we can't conquer this quickly, but I don't really care about that. As long as we keep sending donkeys to ensure income, we are set. Mill. What does it cost? Yeah, we want to stockpile food for the moment. Oh, yeah, this. It's still doing things, alright. Second blacksmith would actually be really good. So that we can get this faster. Cavalry, I might do as well later. How much does a blacksmith cost? 1,000 wood, yeah. If I do this, we'll probably not have enough resources to pick up upgrades in the Castle Age, but I do think it's worth it, because the upgrades are really good. You do need them to stay on top. Make some units? Yeah, sure. And I'm taking into archers, but I don't want to spend too much gold. So be careful about that. Castle Age coming. What about you? Can make a lumber camp, the last one. Good. Supplies looking alright. We actually are even going to the mid. It's kind of surprising. I think the AI is already fighting that. What's the strength of the AI army? It's actually, it has higher score. Therefore it made and killed more units. It's alright. Send a small force, do we? I could wait a little. Ensure supply, get some donkeys. Start researching. And we should save some resources. You? What do we want? Probably mining. Alright. Let's get crossbowmen, let's get skirmishers, let's get longswordsmen, let's get pikemen. All the upgrades we can get. Also economy, that's the most important part. 1200 wood, don't have that. 1200 food, we'll have to wait. We will want... let's focus on archer upgrades after this. And then we can do infantry again. 1200 food, let's pick that up. 1200 wood. Wood is kind of slow. Might make some merchants here. Population is pretty bad. Okay, let's send them in. Ensure supply. Let's take this. Do I have another villager somewhere? Yeah, she's here. Let's make more stuff. I feel like I'm lacking some villagers somewhere. Might be wrong though. Make some houses. It's fine. We could make some skirms. I want to stockpile gold. For the most part. I will use it for upgrades, but I don't want to spend it on units currently. You should be looking pretty good. I notice a bug here in front of this hill on the middle lane. There is a bug with a move. We should fix that later. Alright. I hope I remember that, because it's very easy to forget. Okay, both players received some food. Make some units. How many merchants do we have? Okay, we are exceeding the limit. Let's search that. Pick up some upgrades. What do we want? 500 wood for this. Let's get it. All the resources we can get are good. Ensure supply. Get more supply. Yeah, iron casting after that. It's fine. This costs 1200 wood. I don't want to buy it. We'll just wait. It's fine. Spy was hired. Let's see. We have one. That's not enough. Alright. I'll just keep stealing resources with the spy most likely, because that's the most competitive thing to do, I think. You could sabotage the enemy army. If we are falling behind, we could do that. Okay, so we finally meet. It depends. Who gets the tents gets extra resources. I would really like it if we manage to get that, but I don't think we will be able to do that. The AI probably has a lot of stuff. But we can try to spam some units out. What I need is consistent supply, as well as... Let's see, I need more production structures. Oh, this got reset. I just set this on a repeat trigger. Okay, that's a mistake. Because the prices for some things just get reset if you don't set them constantly. It's really unfortunate. Alright, we'll make another barracks. You do that. What about farms? Yes. Let's expand that. We still need that wood. Should have been neglecting for a while. No one's getting the stuff yet. They will get it. Yep. It's unfortunate. That's a big army. I don't think I can beat that. Not easily. What we need is a lot of archers. That's what I kind of set up to do, but it's hard to execute. We could use more food. We did a farm. Let's get another farm, even though it's costing me the thing I need for this upgrade. We are getting almost 10,000 gold, which is what we want. The 10,000 gold is really important. I might neglect cavalry upgrades for the moment, because I'm probably not gonna do cavalry. Ensure some supply. The AI is gonna push us most likely. This is a big army. They are starving a bit, which is good. Some of them might die to starvation. They died. They died to starvation. That's good. Yeah, I don't think we can really fight this very well at all. They will have even better units soon though, so we should be careful. Get more food. Let's see, get this. Do we want to spam units in? I might just wait. And I'm gonna have to go with the greedy approach with the king, the first one we get. It's gonna be a bit risky. Alright, you do that. King. Let's get the resource upgrade. There you go. Spies, just one. Ensure supply. Get some units. The enemy is kind of ahead. We want to save... What do we want to save next? I think we want to save food, actually. For the most part. So I'm gonna spam the units that cost gold. We could get this for 1500 wood. Wood is a bit expensive. But we could benefit from this. We don't have quite as much as I would want. Could get this dude... yeah, this opened up. We could use it. I'm just gonna pick apart this first. Without pop. 120, yeah, I mean, I could use a little bit more. But I'll do it with an archer range instead. Or two. It is wood. It's fine. I don't think we should be afraid of them. It's probably gonna go... well... we are still lacking units. Sort of make sure supply is flowing. Some units. We did pick the income, which should have helped us substantial. I might sell some stone. I do want a castle though, and I kind of spent all of it. Okay, no. That's not great. We could get a university. Do we want that? Probably not. It's defenses, but screw that. I could... no, I'm actually gonna pick up this, and I should also be picking up the reliquary. Should spam a lot of units soon. Do that. Get more popcap from these. Get a monk. Get this relic. A lot of enemies. Okay, university would have helped there, but whatever. Keep spamming. Another king is kind of close. I definitely would like that. Yeah, pick that up. Get some merchants. Put the supply on the field. After we get some merchants, we need to get some more supply soon. This would help with supply a lot, but it's 3,500. Which means I can't get it anytime soon. The Castle Age AI is pretty good. It still has a lot of outdated units. Yeah, like it's still... okay, I noticed another bug. So it's in front of the player one's hill is where it kind of drips out a little, and it's here as well. It's near the graves. I hope I remember these things. I should send a supply wagon this way, because that will reach quite far. Since they are not really putting units on that lane at all. Okay, let's make some units here. We need to, it's kind of desperation time. Need some wood though, so I should probably stop making stuff that costs wood. Almost everything costs wood, and I have specced into archers in my great wisdom, so that was not great. They are getting kind of shredded here because they have a lot of feudal units, and these don't really hold up too well against one, castle age units we are making, and two, the fire from the castles, which are boosted. So they should be losing a lot of units all the time, but obviously our income's not looking great. We're sending some caravans. Alright, we get the relic. Gonna try to snag this afterwards. Ensure production. Yeah, don't spend wood. Got some sheep, that's fine. We have 10,000 food. We need 14,000 or 12,000. 12,000 to advance to imp. I don't think imp is something we should do though. I don't think we are quite there yet. Because the AI is gonna get stronger while we are not. So I don't think that's a really smart idea. Okay, what we'll do is put up some more production structures. Last time it went better with the cavalry, but I don't want to make cavalry. So I also want to test how does this work. It is not going no cavalry viable. 13 merchants. I would like more supply. Let's get some more supply. Make stuff doesn't cost food. We are pushing them back now. Thanks to the castle fire, I think. Okay, both players received an extra villager. Let's go ahead and take it. Put it... Where do we put it? I guess we set up this area next. Can't really make what I want because I'm waiting on this. Let's get some more supply and then we'll do some merchants. Cards. They do cost wood, so I'm gonna hold off. Okay, these are done. Let's put them forward. This guy can do this. Make some long swordsmen. Long swords are pretty good. Because they get boosted from that unique tech we got, and we don't even have Družina yet. We should definitely make Družina, but the castle will cost wood, I think. Let's check it. 750, yeah, I mean, we could do that. Let's not do imp yet. Let's do that. Let's get... No, I can't make that castle. 15 merchants, another merchant. Okay, we do some supply afterwards because that's surely gonna be lackluster. How's the supply looking right now? We do have it. Okay, units are doing pretty well, I'd say. Reason being, they still make a lot of field units. There are some boyars, which are gonna be really hard to take out. Their infantry is really bad. But we need to keep spamming, I think that's the biggest problem. I stopped spam and that's bad. Never stop spam. You have some wood. I should make a castle. Going, we want to set up a lumber camp. I can't do that because it's expensive. Mining camp done. Do that. You do that. You do that. This dude picked a thing. That's fine. Get some sheep. There's a lot of gold here. Could use that, certainly. Keep making stuff. Some crossbowmen. Yeah, sure. It's all set up. We're waiting on the next stage now. I should stockpile resources. But also, I can't really not make units, because that's gonna go awfully wrong. But we do get the trigger to get some for free. Oh, I have a king I forgot about. Yeah, well, that's not great. I'm gonna pick up archer reinforcements. Some range units for free. Probably not a terrible idea, since we did invest into upgrading them. And a bit sabotaged our supply lines. Well, joke's on you, AI. I don't have a supply lines because I've been neglecting producing the supply units for a while now. So yeah, we are starving, which is pretty bad. Also, I could put a spy on this, steal some resources. Put a spy on foraging. This reduces how horrible the starvation is. Alright. Let's keep bumping out units. I could make crossbowmen, but... Oh yeah, no one is building that, and that's not good. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, upgrades. After economic upgrades, 2000 wood, do it. Get this. See this, 4000 food, sure. Take my money. Get some of this. Oh yeah, also blacksmith, yes. Get bracer, get ring archer armor. Get this and that. Maybe neglect the cavalry armor. I don't really want that, and it takes absolute ages. These are done. Let's get some sheep. So the TLDR seems like you manage economy in the top and auto battle happens in the south. Yes. Basically. You don't even have to really look at it. It's just, you know, supply is a thing. So I do want to keep sending out these caravans, and if you want to min-max it, there's a way. I just don't really. But the optimal way is to be really careful about the supply a lot of the times. Let's keep some, yeah, produce some crossbows. Or arbalists, in this case. I don't want stables to make some archer ranges. Let's get some merchants. Let's see. This needs 12,000, 7,500 food. Okay, we could do that. I could focus on gold units for a while. A lot of arbalists are probably not a bad idea. I need a university though. I need a university so we can get chemistry. 1250. Okay, fine. Let's make it. Blast furnace, sure. It's a lot of units, but that's still a lot of fuel units. I still don't think that's a massive threat. But we should definitely keep making units. I need food though. So the infantry does hurt. Spies, we don't have any. Apart from the one. Okay, making some more merchants is good. Oh yeah, I should get Družina. And faster production rate for units. It is expensive, but well, it's alright. More kings would be nice. We need 10,000 gold though. I don't think we'll get another king. Yeah, building up a nice arb bowl. They're getting some paladins out. We need some more infantry. For sure. What do I want to spend? Let's make some halberdiers. They're pretty cheap. What else do we do? I need to focus on technologies. We need to get... I can get up to 25 merchants now. We have 21, so I need 4 more. We also need 2 more carts. Let's get that going. So fill up our eco as much as possible. We also should do... Where's the monk? Okay, we've stolen their relics. Let's go ahead and go for this one. In the absence of micro, I'd imagine mangonels must be strong. Yeah, they are. And you can actually make mangonels. Like, I could make siege here. It's just, I don't like doing that. But you could. Like, you can micro-onagers here. But everyone is starving if you don't manage supply. Like, it's about managing the grand scheme of things. I don't like to focus on the micro in this scenario, but you can. There are ways to still do it. You know? But it's not so prevalent. Everyone's fucking starving. That's horrible. That's what happens when you mismanage supply. Hopefully we get a supply soon. This one's dropping out. No! Oh, donkey. So many people almost died. Alright, they will die, I think. Unless I get a donkey. Yeah, they are falling like flies. Alright. That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I'm making supply now, but we'll lose a lot of good units there. Let's make sure we produce more. Middle line now. Everything. And that's what we do, because now we want to stockpile food. Well, we do actually have enough. And now we need gold. So instead, we'll switch to trash units now. So halberdiers it is. Now we want trash units, so we stockpile gold. Let's see, do we want pop space? We might. Let's get it. Get some of this. What about blacksmith upgrades? It's going. Oh yeah, university. I never actually managed it. Which might be a bit of a problem. Because definitely want ballistics and chemistry. Prices seem pretty good, but I don't want to sell anything. I don't think. Just keep making cheap trash units. And we should be doing pretty well, yeah. Just need to ensure supply, so keep producing it. They're in the middle. What about spies? We got one. I could see what they do, what they have, but I'd rather wait. Still their resource? No. Let's go ahead and take the vision. I could also sabotage supply, but it would take a long time. Alright, let's see. Still knights. Not even cavalier yet. They've got +1. Yeah, this is... They're behind. They are definitely behind. So our army is probably gonna crush them. As long as I can supply them, it's gonna be alright. A lot of arbalists coming forward. Let's make sure we produce a lot of supply. The AI could sabotage it. Hopefully it doesn't. This is all researched. Yeah, now it's just about winning it. I could make hand cannoneers as well. It's not a terrible idea. It's R. I need the gold. I forgot. Okay, let's spam the trash instead. A lot of helps. Blacksmith is fine. I could improve this, but I don't think we'll get pushed anytime soon. Still Mongols. They can go onager. I've seen them go onager before. If they do that, we might lose a lot of units. It's alright. Spy vision expired. Okay, it's time to make some trebs. Also Kataparuta. Okay, trash units, 6,000 gold. We need wood now, and I can't really improve it any further. So it just means we are spending way too much of it. I did make a lot of trebuchets, so that's why. Could go for cavalry. Could always go for cavalry, and it does work better. Last game was a proof of that. It absolutely crushed. But, yeah, I mean, arbalists work as well. But I feel like they are more vulnerable to supply difficulties, because they don't have this much health. So, like, all it takes is a little bit without supply, and they definitely suffer a lot. Which reminds me, make supply, yes. Supply is good. We also are receiving some cards for free, although donkeys, but... Okay, reach the enemy castles. It's gonna take a long time before any trebs manage to get there. We just produced our first ones, I think. Yeah, there we go. So rolling forward. Oh, let's keep making units. I want a king. It's not necessary, but we did get it. Let's get the siege reinforcements. Could go for infantry, but I think we have to let it. So now they should benefit from the extra triggers, but didn't seem to be really doing much. Yeah, it's kind of falling apart. There we go. They got some stuff, but that's not even enough. When it's this many units, they can't really handle that. They would need a nuke. I don't think they can do that. Spy. But it's fine. So let's see about any potential bugged out units as well. These. So it's in front of the first hill. And that was the same case for the AI, I think. And then I had another bug here and I forgot where it was. Which is super annoying. We would have to check the VOD. Middle lane bugs, okay. Yeah, perhaps it's here as well. Oh, it's before this, the graveyard. Yeah, this. Thanks for a reminder. It's here, I know. I remember now. We need to fix it. Yeah. One on the enemy side of the hill. Oh. So here as well, possibly. But not my... This bug. As well. Which is... No, it is getting controlled. Okay. Sometimes it just takes a little while. The AI got fucking crushed. I made it stronger and it died. So hard. It maybe the arbalest is like harder to get rolling, but it's really stronger than the cavalry. Because the cavalry is vulnerable to just kind of falling off. Because the AI lacks a lot of spearmen. So they do get countered quite easily, but it's more powerful. So what do you say, Calix? Do you like it? I know you don't really play Age of Empires, but yeah, perhaps you should. Right, let's fix the bugs. It's a blast. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is a different gameplay loop from the normal game, though. Like, you know, if you go in expecting normal things, can get behind this. Yeah, it is different. Like, you don't really have to focus on things too much. It's way less stressful due to me eliminating all the economic micro. Basically, well, not all of it, but a lot of it. Okay, let's set this up. Also set it for... There was another guy stuck somewhere before. Was it my units that were stuck here? Might have been. Let's fix that. And then we do it for player 2, because he also needs to have proper triggers. And his people got stuck in front of this hill. And they probably also got stuck on the other side. I'm not sure about that, but I'd rather be sure. Oh yeah, the location. I'm doing a mistake. Need to do the location here, otherwise it's gonna send them back, and that would be catastrophic for the trigger. This is why you shouldn't do this sleepy, because then you make a lot of mistakes, and this could actually make the whole thing a lot worse. So hopefully I didn't fuck up. So if I fucked up in any of the triggers, it's gonna be a disaster. Okay, let's put this here. Did we get another stuck trigger? We could have had some here. Just gonna double check that. There we go. Alright. Any other changes I wanted to do? I really don't remember. Tomorrow, or after I wake up rather, I'll do more. For now, this is enough. Today I've added a lot. So this is just a little sneak peek and how this works. It's gonna be... I'm looking forward to trying it in multiplayer, because the AI, I try to make it powerful, but you know, it's still really not great. It cannot really react very well. So we'll see how it goes with PvP. In any case, thank you for watching, and that's gonna be everything from me. Yeah, it's derp as usual. Yeah, it is. But you know, I've been improving it overall, but it's still not good enough. So anyway. Thanks for watching. See you around. Bye.